Hello, dear listeners. Welcome back to another episode of the English Learning Podcast. I'm your host, Emilia, and today we have an exciting and futuristic topic to dive into. We're going to talk about the revolutionary impact of AI on our lives. This is one of those topics that's not only shaping the future, but is also part of our everyday lives already.
Hey everyone, I'm Liam, and I'm thrilled to be here to discuss this game-changing topic. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is transforming the way we live, work, and even learn. It's almost like something straight out of science fiction, but it's real, and it's happening now.
Absolutely. AI is all around us, whether we notice it or not. From virtual assistants like Siri or Alexa to self-driving cars and even personalized recommendations on Netflix and YouTube, AI is making our lives more efficient and, let's admit, pretty cool too.
And that's why today, we're going to ask the big questions. What exactly is AI? Why do we call it revolutionary? And what does it mean for our future? We'll also be talking about the advantages and some of the concerns surrounding AI. We'll also look at real-world examples that you might already be using in your day-to-day life.
So stick around because in today's episode, we'll break everything down, answer some burning questions, and even throw in a real-life dialogue to show how AI is impacting our jobs and personal lives.
And as always, we'll end with a vocabulary breakdown to help you get familiar with some key terms we'll be discussing today. Trust me, you don't want to miss that part. It's going to help you sound super smart when you talk about AI with your friends.
Exactly. So whether you're a tech enthusiast, a student, or just curious about how AI works, this episode is for you. Get comfy, grab your coffee or tea, and let's dive into this fascinating world of artificial intelligence.
Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We've got lots of great topics lined up, and by subscribing, you'll never miss an episode.
Yes, and be sure to share this podcast with friends who are interested in learning English while exploring interesting topics like AI. So, let's get started with today's episode, the revolutionary impact of AI on our lives. All right, Liam, let's dive right into it. AI is such a buzzword these days, but I think many people aren't entirely sure what it really means. So, let's start with the basics. What exactly is AI?
Great question, Emilia. Artificial intelligence, or AI, refers to machines or computer systems that can perform tasks normally requiring human intelligence. These tasks include things like recognizing speech, making decisions, translating languages, and even playing games.
Right, so it's all about machines mimicking human intelligence. But what makes AI revolutionary? Why is it seen as such a game changer?
It's revolutionary because of its ability to learn and improve over time. Think of it this way: traditional computer programs are only as smart as the code that's written for them. They follow specific instructions and can't really do anything outside of that. But AI, especially with machine learning, can analyze data, learn patterns, and even make decisions based on what it learns. It's constantly evolving.
Exactly. And the fact that AI can learn from datasets that are way too large for humans to process is what makes it so powerful. It's almost like giving machines the ability to think, at least on a basic level, right?
Yes. And that's why we see AI being used in so many industries, from healthcare to entertainment. AI can detect diseases early by analyzing medical records or even suggest what movie you should watch next based on your viewing habits. It's all about learning and prediction.
Speaking of predictions, let's give our listeners some concrete examples. What are some ways AI is impacting our daily lives right now?
Oh, there are so many! For starters, look at virtual assistants like Siri, Alexa, or Google Assistant. They can set reminders, answer questions, control smart home devices, and even tell you the weather. It feels like magic, but it's AI in action.
True. And let's not forget AI in social media, those algorithms that recommend posts or videos to us. Whether you're scrolling through Instagram or watching YouTube, AI is constantly working in the background to show you content things you'll enjoy.
Right. And that's why you often see posts or ads that seem accurate to what you were just thinking about. AI learns your preferences based on your activity, and that's why the experience feels so personalized.
It's amazing and a little creepy at the same time, isn't it? But AI isn't just about convenience. It's also making massive contributions in fields like healthcare. For example, AI systems can analyze medical data much faster than doctors, helping to detect diseases like cancer at an earlier stage.
Absolutely. AI is helping doctors diagnose illnesses, analyze X-rays, and even predict patient outcomes. And in education, it's transforming the way we learn. For example, personalized learning platforms use AI to tailor lessons to individual students, helping them improve at their own pace.
That's such a great point. AI is making education more accessible and personalized. But with all these benefits, there are also some concerns, right? What do you think are some of the major challenges or risks that come with AI?
Definitely. One of the biggest concerns is job displacement. As AI becomes more capable of performing repetitive or even complex tasks, there's a fear that many jobs, especially in industries like manufacturing or data processing, might be replaced by machines.
That's a valid concern. AI could make certain jobs obsolete, but at the same time, it could create new jobs, ones that we haven't even thought of yet. It's all about how we adapt to the technology.
Exactly. Another big issue is the ethical aspect. AI systems rely on huge amounts of data, and there are concerns about privacy. For instance, how much data should companies be allowed to collect from users? And who gets to decide how that data is used?
That's a big question. AI can be a powerful tool, but it has to be used responsibly. We also need to make sure that AI systems aren't biased. Because they learn from data, if the data is biased, the AI will be too. That can be a problem in areas like hiring or law enforcement, where fairness is crucial.
Exactly. We've seen instances where AI systems have made biased decisions based on flawed data. It's a reminder that while AI can do amazing things, it still requires human oversight.
So, it sounds like AI is this incredible tool that can transform industries, improve efficiency, and even make our lives more convenient. But it also comes with challenges that we need to address.
Definitely. AI is here to stay, and it's going to keep evolving. The key is to find ways to harness its power responsibly while mitigating the risks.
Absolutely. And with that, I think it's time we move on to a real-life example of how AI is affecting our everyday work lives. What do you think, Liam?
Sounds good to me. Let's dive into a scenario that many of our listeners might find relatable.
Hey, Lucas. Have you heard about the new AI tool that just launched? It's supposed to help with pretty much everything. Organizing your day, managing emails, even writing reports.
Really? I've heard about AI being used for all kinds of stuff, but I didn't know there was one that could help with all of that. How does it work?
Yeah, it's called AI Assistant Pro. Basically, you just give it a few instructions and it uses algorithms to handle tasks for you. It's like having a personal assistant, but in digital form.
Wow, so it's like Siri or Alexa on steroids.
Pretty much. But it's a lot more advanced. I've been using it to schedule meetings and even draft emails. It's super convenient, especially since I'm juggling so many tasks at work.
That sounds amazing. But do you really trust it to handle important stuff like that? I mean, what if it makes a mistake?
I was worried about that too at first, but so far it's been spot on. The AI learns from the way I work, so it gets better over time. Of course, I still double-check things, but it saved me so much time. I don't have to spend hours going through my inbox anymore.
That's wild. I could definitely use something like that. My emails pile up faster than I can respond to them. But what about privacy? Isn't it kind of creepy having an AI manage your personal stuff?
That's a good point. I did some research before using it, and it seems like most of these AI tools have strong security measures in place. They encrypt your data and don't store anything permanently. But yeah, I get why people would be concerned.
Yeah, I think that's my biggest worry, having all my data in the hands of a machine. But I guess it's not much different from using social media or any other online service.
Exactly. And the way I see it, AI is already part of our lives whether we like it or not. We use it every time we ask Google something or get a recommendation on Netflix. It's just becoming more visible now.
True. Speaking of Netflix, the recommendations are usually pretty accurate. It's kind of scary how well it knows what I want to watch.
I know, right? That's AI working behind the scenes, analyzing your viewing habits. It's the same with social media algorithms. AI figures out what content to show you based on what you've liked or clicked on before.
Yeah, but doesn't that mean it's controlling what we see? Like, if AI is deciding what shows or posts come up on my feed, am I really choosing what I watch or read?
That's a fair point. AI definitely influences what we see online, but I think it's more about helping us find stuff we'll enjoy. It's not perfect, but it does make things more convenient. You just have to be mindful of how much control you're giving it.
Yeah, I get that. It's like a double-edged sword. AI can make life easier, but we've got to stay in control. I'd not rely too much on it and lose my decision-making.
Exactly. It's all about balance. I use AI to help with my work, but I still make the final calls. It's like having a really smart assistant that takes care of the boring stuff so I can focus on the important things.
That would be nice. I'm drowning in paperwork at the moment. Maybe I'll give this AI assistant thing a try. It sounds like it could help me stay on top of things.
You should. Just start small, maybe with something simple like scheduling or sorting your emails. Once you see how much time it saves, you'll be hooked. But remember, it's still a tool. You're in control of how much you let it handle.
Good advice. I'll definitely check it out. AI is clearly the future, so it makes sense to start getting comfortable with it now.
Exactly. The world is changing fast and AI is at the center of it. It's exciting but also a little intimidating. We just have to learn how to work with it, not against it.
Well, here's to embracing the future, one AI task at a time.
Cheers to that.
All right, so in the dialogue we just heard between Sophie and Lucas, there were some really interesting points about how AI is already impacting their daily lives. Let's take a moment to break down the key ideas from their conversation, starting with Sophie's experience with AI at work.
Yeah, Sophie shared how she's using an AI assistant to help manage her tasks, like scheduling meetings and drafting emails. This is a great example of how AI can save us time and increase productivity. It's not just for tech companies anymore. AI tools are becoming accessible to everyone in different fields.
Exactly. What stood out to me was how Sophie emphasized that while AI is helping her manage repetitive tasks, she still has control. AI is just a tool, and it's important to remember that we are the ones making the final decisions. It's like having a smart assistant, not a replacement.
That's a great point, Emilia. AI's role should be to support us, not take over. And Lucas had some valid concerns too. He brought up the issue of privacy, which is something many people are worried about when it comes to AI.
Yes, privacy is a major issue. Lucas questioned whether it's safe to let AI handle personal data, like emails and scheduling, and that's something we all need to think about. While AI companies do have security measures in place, it's still important to be cautious about how much data we're sharing.
And beyond privacy, Lucas also mentioned the fear of AI influencing what we see online. Whether it's through Netflix recommendations or social media feeds, AI is constantly shaping our experiences. It raises the question, are we in control, or is AI guiding us without us realizing it?
That's an important question. We have to stay mindful of how AI impacts our decisions, whether it's about what content we watch or how we organize our lives. It's all about finding a balance, like Sophie said. AI can make things easier, but we should never fully rely on it.
Exactly. The key takeaway from their conversation is that AI is a tool, a powerful one, but it's up to us to use it responsibly. Whether it's helping with work, entertainment, or everyday tasks, we need to stay in control and be aware of both its benefits and its risks.
Well said, Liam. It's all about staying informed and making conscious decisions about how much we let AI into our lives. With the right balance, we can use AI to our advantage without losing control.
Absolutely. Now that we've broken down the conversation, let's move on to some key vocabulary related to AI and today's discussion.
All right, it's time for a vocabulary breakdown. We've selected 5 key words and phrases from today's discussion on AI that will help you understand this topic better. Liam, why don't you start us off?
Sure thing, Emilia. Our first word is the algorithm. You've probably heard this term a lot in relation to AI and technology.
Yeah, algorithm is basically a set of instructions that a computer follows to solve a problem or perform a task. Think of it like a recipe. Just like you'd follow steps to bake a cake, a computer follows an algorithm to process data and make decisions.
Exactly. In the context of AI, algorithms are the rules or steps the system uses to learn, make predictions, or carry out specific tasks. So, for example, the AI assistant Sophie mentioned uses algorithms to manage her emails and schedule.
Right. And here's an example sentence. The AI uses complex algorithms to recommend movies based on your viewing history.
Okay, next up is machine learning. This is a core concept of AI. Machine learning refers to a system's ability to learn and improve from experience without being explicitly programmed for every task.
That's right. In Sophie's case, her AI assistant is using machine learning to get better at managing her work over time. The more Sophie interacts with it, the better it becomes at understanding her preferences.
Right. And here's an example sentence. Machine learning allows AI systems to improve as they analyze more data.
Great. Our third phrase is artificial intelligence, or AI for short. This term is used to describe machines or software that mimic human intelligence.
Yes. AI systems can perform tasks that usually require human intelligence, like recognizing speech, solving problems, or even making decisions. The AI tools Sophie and Lucas talked about are examples of how AI is integrated into everyday life.
And here's an example. Artificial intelligence is used in voice assistants like Siri and Alexa to understand and respond to human commands.
Moving on, we have data encryption. Sophie mentioned that AI tools use security measures to protect privacy, and data encryption is one of those measures.
Data encryption refers to the process of converting information into a code to prevent unauthorized access. It's like putting a lock on your information to keep it safe.
Exactly. When you send emails or use an AI tool, encryption ensures that your data can't be easily accessed by others. Example sentence. The AI platform uses data encryption to protect users' personal information.
And finally, our last term is automation. This is a key part of AI. Automation refers to the use of technology to perform tasks without human intervention.
Right. For instance, when Sophie's AI assistant automatically sorts her emails or schedules her meetings, that's automation in action. It's designed to make our lives easier by handling routine tasks.
Exactly. And here's a sentence. Automation allows businesses to streamline operations and reduce the need for manual work.
So, to recap, the 5 vocabulary words we covered today are algorithm, machine learning, artificial intelligence, data encryption, and automation. These terms are crucial for understanding how AI works and its impact on our lives.
That's right. Now that you know these key words, you'll have a much better grasp on how AI is shaping the world around us. And that brings us to the end of today's episode on the revolutionary impact of AI on our lives. We've covered so much, from how AI is already shaping our work and daily routines, to the concerns around privacy and control.
Exactly. We heard some great real-life examples from Sophie and Lucas about how AI can both help and challenge us, and we broke down key terms like algorithm, machine learning, and automation. Hopefully, this gave you a better understanding of how AI fits into your life.
Remember, AI is a powerful tool, but we are the ones in control. It's up to us to use it responsibly and stay aware of its potential risks, like privacy issues. With the right balance, AI can truly revolutionize the way we live.
Absolutely. Now, before we go, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a review. It helps us reach more listeners like you.
And make sure to check out the description for useful resources and links related to today's topic.
Thank you so much for tuning in today. We can't wait to explore more fascinating topics with you next time.
Until then, take care, keep learning, and stay curious about the future of AI and technology.
See you next time.
Goodbye.